So Marvel's Fox properties, those being the X-Men, the Fantastic Four, and, everything that comes with those, have been talked about a lot recently. That's partly because of the possibility of Marvel Studios acquiring them. I at least thought that was confirmed, but apparently it isn't. Regardless of if that happens or it doesn't, got a whole video on that anyway. Today I wanted to talk about the movies that Fox Marvel now has lined up, whether it's got a release date or it's just rumored. I did this almost 2 years ago, and yeah, a lot has changed since then. Some stuff has not though. Anyway, let's get into this. First up, Deadpool 2 in May, which as many have pointed out, I suspect will actually be called the untitled Deadpool sequel, because flipping the genre on its head. Look, I've had my doubts about this film because of some of the production problems, and also, since the first film came out, I feel a little worn out on Deadpool, because it was so fresh when it came out, and then in the past 2 years, there have been so many parodies and memes and whatnot. It's not like Minions bad, but I think you get what I mean. So I wasn't super excited for this, but the marketing so far has gotten my faith back. I really enjoyed the first film, and the main thing I didn't love about it, the more serious origin stuff, is done now. So the sequel can just get insane, while hopefully not being annoying. Casting is promising, the director's proven he can do action, and judging by the trailers alone, the humor is back. So yeah, I'm on board. Now we've got X-Men Dark Phoenix, which was originally coming out in November of this year, but now is coming out February next year. Honestly, I still find it really weird that this movie is just happening. The last one, Apocalypse, despite setting up a whole young new cast, really felt like a conclusion to this trilogy. It's hard to explain, but it's kinda how I'd feel if they made an Iron Man 4. I just feel like the trilogy's been capped. But besides that, this does sound like at the very least a very interesting new X-Men film. Even though I very much enjoyed Apocalypse, I can agree that these X-Men team movies are getting kinda formulaic. Charles and Eric disagree on something, there's a fight in a facility, Wolverine cameo, mutant prejudice, etc. So to keep these core films alive, they have to change some stuff up. And that seems to be what's happening here. Going to space, aliens, possibly Skrulls, Professor X is an arrogant genius. It could be a train wreck, but at least it'll be an interesting train wreck. Cast, of course, is stellar. The director, I'm not sure on. He's really like a 50-50 chance in my mind. But hey, for the most part, I love these movies. So hopefully this one is a good entry and good enough to warrant more entries. Then we're getting New Mutants, now in February 2019. Just kidding, August 2019. Keep doing what you're good at, Fox. This got pushed back an entire year, pretty close to its release date, which you don't see that often, and normally isn't a great sign. And then getting pushed back a second time, also not great, but this one has actually already been made, so it's not like they can cancel it or something. I mean, based on the trailer, it looks like quite a standard horror film, and I was kinda hoping for something more different, like really utilizing the mutant aspect of it, which hopefully the actual film will end up doing. Besides that, it's got a good cast, good director, and is one of those X-Men different genre movies, which personally I think are vital to the superhero genre as a whole. So I want to support that. There are also reshoots going on to add a new character, which some people are saying could be X-23, which would be awesome. Whether it's a cameo or a full-on role, I'm very much on board with that. So yeah, I don't love horror movies in general, but of course I'll see this. Next up, we might be getting Gambit, in apparently June 2019. And I say apparently because if this film never happens, I would not be surprised at all. Reminder, this was supposed to come out in October of 2016, and about 50 million directors have come on and dropped off, and the only person who seems genuinely excited about this is Channing Tatum, so good on him, I guess. Look, a Gambit film with Tatum, that doesn't sound that bad. In fact, it could be a really fun, creative heist adventure film. That being said, it has to get made first, so maybe we'll never know. Now for some movies that don't have specific release dates yet, but have either been announced or are heavily rumored. We were going to get an X-23 film at some point, though I don't really know about the state of that now, especially with her potentially being in the New Mutants film. It seems unlikely. I don't really want to see a kid X-Men team for a whole film. What could be cool is seeing a grown-up X-23, like 10 years later, taking on the mantle of Wolverine, with Isa Gonzalez as X-23, maybe? I mean, that would also have to be in the pretty distant future, but hey, we'll see. Then there's that James Franco multiple man movie, with the writer of Wonder Woman on board. This was going to be another one of those hard R X-Men films like Logan or Deadpool, but with this character it'd be more of a detective comedy story. That actually sounds pretty awesome, and new, and creative. However, with the recent state of James Franco's career, amidst allegations of misconduct, I don't think this will happen, or at the very least will happen with a different star, which I can totally see. So yeah, love this idea, love the more creative and different films, so bring it on. Then Tim Miller is coming back to the X-Men universe after the whole Deadpool 2 situation to make a Kitty Pryde film. I don't really know anything about Kitty Pryde outside of what we've seen in the films, but based on that, sure, a solo movie could work. It's a cool power. I don't know if Ellen Page would come back, since I think we're kinda done with this universe now, or at least this timeline. But I have faith in Tim Miller as a director, based on Deadpool and also his other work. If you haven't seen that DC Online trailer, go watch it. Next, we're getting 2 solo movies for characters I'd never thought would get solo movies, but when I think about it, it could make sense. The Doctor Doom film from the Legion people was one. Having not watched Legion yet, I can't personally speak to that team, but I've heard nothing but great things so far, so sure. I'm not sure if they're gonna make this a straight-ahead villain movie, because Doctor Doom is one of the most villainy villains I can think of, right down to the name, or if they're gonna do a more anti-hero thing. I suspect the latter, because that seems to be the trend right now. This could be something like that Venom film that's coming out. But hey, so far, no one's gotten this character just right, so let's hope this does the trick. And then, there's a Silver Surfer movie coming out. Honestly, the Silver Surfer was one of the best parts of those 2 Fantastic Four movies from the mid-2000s, so if those movies can get it right, I'm hoping a whole team focused on it can do it as well. This one, I was a little confused when I saw, because James Gunn said on Twitter that he was excited about the character being in the MCU, but again, that deal is somewhat up in the air. Now, we're almost definitely getting a Deadpool 3, which could end up being full-on X-Force, leading on from what seems to be set up in Deadpool 2, with this team of mutants plus Cable. Let's see how the second one turns out before getting too hyped. We also might be getting more X-Men films, depending on how Dark Phoenix does, with this new cast and then the main 3 stepping back. I can see that happening, and with the right creative team involved and the movies actually going off into new directions, I can also see it actually working. And then, yes, if the rights aren't going back to Marvel, then undoubtedly Fox will try again to do the Fantastic Four. And will they screw it up again? Maybe, but I mean, they must have learned by now, right? Right? So those are my thoughts on Fox Marvel's upcoming films. Which one of these are you the most excited for? Let me know all of your thoughts down below in the comments. While you're at it, be sure to like this video, check out my Instagram and Twitter at BHL_Hudson, check out this podcast about movies and TV and whatnot I do every other week with a friend of mine. It's called The Poorly Planned Podcast, and subscribe for more videos like the one you just watched. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.